Hello, I would like to introduce you to my new book, which is called For Profit Entertainment, and it's released as a trade-free, which means you can read it, download, or even use any part of it absolutely for free. So the book will be very useful and informative for everyone working in entertainment industry. That would be musicians, actors, dancers, game makers, and so on. And I will quickly run through the book. Under the video you can find the link to access the book, and here you can download PDF. Short introduction and also the person who wrote it. It's Sober Pirate, it's me, it redirects to my website. And here you also can find the same book. And also my previous book about over-tourism. If I would have to describe today's entertainment industry in just a few words, that would be attention, competition and adverts. The book is more or less about that, how I came up to this conclusion. And it has 10 chapters. The first one, what is entertainment? And if you ever wondered why there are so many stupid TV shows, sexy selfies, celebrities instead of scientists, I explain it here. Second chapter is about music, where I share my personal story and my music career. Also, you can watch videos straight from the book.
Don't hurt me, I am fragile.
So what happened when I became a bit popular, when some of my videos got more than 1 million views on YouTube, why so many brands start to contact me, and why it's bad, how it limits you and your art and forces you to become a seller, and what happens when you don't want to advertise anything. In the book you will find a lot of links for documentaries. This is a documentary about Avicii, which you can find and watch for free online. There are also some links for stats and sources where I get the information. Also explain a bit how music industry works and why there's only 3 major labels which control about 70% of all music worldwide. And if you notice, most of the superstars and super popular bands are Americans and a bit British. So if you wonder why, you can read it here. What is talent in our culture? Why some of unskilled humans play stadiums and others extremely skilled and talented musicians forced to struggle and live in poverty? The next chapter is about sport. Why so many pro athletes are forced to use steroids and performance-enhancing drugs. I also speak about injuries amongst all professional athletes and why it's ignored by mass media. Why, for example, in strongman competitions they lift cars, move airplanes, and why so many sports try to add more and more entertainment elements. Why extremely unhealthy, sugary and caffeine drink alongside beer and junk food are promoted through the sports. I also mention Olympic Games, which is more a construction competition than sport. Why there is some specific sports and not others, and what happens with all the stadiums and constructions after 2.5 weeks of fun. The next part about movies. Can you remember any major movie which is not produced by Hollywood? And why everyone drinks cola, wear jeans and use iPhone in the movies? Why there are only few celebrities who's got multi-million contracts and the rest 99% of actors live in poverty and will never make it to the next level? Wonder how much you have to pay to submit your documentary to the Netflix or other platforms? Or would you like to know what's your chances of your movie to be accepted by popular film festival? And why all popular movies have the same scenario? There are also many sources and links for all the data and all the number I use. Games. Here I speak mainly about video games. And it's interesting to see how our graphics and technology have evolved during the time. But we haven't changed anything in the games itself. As independent games creator, do you have any chances to compete with major game developers? Why esport has become so huge? And why esport athletes finish their careers at the early 20s? Books. Why fiction is so popular? And why all fiction books are telling the same stories? Did you know that today we still sell more paper books than e-books? If you want to know why, you should read the book. The next chapter is about dancing, why we're forced to watch how others dance instead of dancing on our own. Did you know that many dancers have to starve and they shouldn't be very good at dancing either? That agencies are searching not for the best dancer, but for the right one. And what does right one mean? If you ever watch dancing competitions, you probably wonder why so-called the best dancers always perform the same kind of dance. And what are the chances to become one of the background dancers? Social media. Wonder why no one sees your posts on Facebook anymore? or why no one can find your videos on YouTube. I explained it here. Why algorithm works in the way they do and what we can do about it. Why all social media is flooded with dumb and funny content. Did you know that even superstars are buying their views on YouTube and why they do it? Here we come to the conclusion, where I explain why entertainment industry benefit only top few players, top few companies, musicians, authors and so on. Why being in the right country, have the right look, right body type or age is more important than your skills. Why adverts, competition and attention ruins life of millions creators and athletes. The final part is solutions. What we can do about it and what's already done by others. I found a solution for every field we have examined. If you want to know what are the solutions, please read the book. I hope you will find this book very useful and informative. Have a good read.